Armenians, I love them. I love them so much. Like a lot. I had to grow to love them, and I had experiences where it made me hard to love them. But during my mission, I experienced so many times just spoonfuls of pure charity, the Christ-like love that he had for us, and it was awesome. Armenians are so giving. They don't have anything, but they're willing to give you anything. They just love you. I don't know how to say it. They love Christ, and they love God, and they love Jesus, and they're just looking for that direction in their life of how to fully comprehend his love in their life, to realize that they really do matter, and that he's worried about the individual things in their lives. He's worried about if they don't have bread on the table. He's worried if you don't have enough money to get to church. He worries about you and your family all the time, and just conveying that love to them is one of the greatest things you could do as a missionary. It's a huge blessing because they already know what love is. They just haven't felt it from God completely. They are wonderful, and I love them.
I love Armenia. Man, I miss it so much. But mostly I miss the people, I miss the culture. They're just so great. They're just so loving, so humble. And, there are several times, dozens of times where I'd be walking along a street and a complete stranger would, give me a bag of apples or like a bag of apricots or something, just because they love you. That's just what Armenians do. They just love you. They're incredibly humble. They have a lot of faith. They because of their Christian culture, they love Christ. They have so much faith. They give everything that they have. They're just, so many times that members have given me the nicest food that they have, all the food that they have, just to show that they love you, because that's what they do. That's their main method of showing that they love you is giving you food, and they love. They love giving food to missionaries. The food there is so good. The bread, I miss the bread probably more than anything. It's just so fresh and delicious. And there were so many days that I would just eat bread for breakfast just because it's so good. Yeah, there's just a lot of interesting food. It's kind of like a mixture of like Mediterranean and Middle Eastern and Russian. I think that's what it feels like to me. A lot of fresh stuff, a lot of fresh herbs, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh bread that they make themselves, a lot of soups, and like things wrapped in leaves, which sounds weird, but they'll have like this thing called dolma, which is like their biggest dish, kind of, which is just like a beef rice patty thing, wrapped in a grape leaf and cooked in sauce. It's really good, really delicious. Just the people are amazing, culture is amazing, it's so historically rich. It's beautiful there, especially in spring, just so green. Some of the areas are so beautiful. There's a really amazing view of Mount Ararat, which they say is where Noah's Ark landed, and that's kind of like a big symbol of Armenia. There's just a really amazing view from Yerevan and from a few cities of the mountain. It's just really beautiful. And the members there are just so strong, so amazing. Yeah.
Armenians are very loving and very open-hearted. They would, in Armenia, we can't knock on doors. It's against the law. And so all of our contacts were done just like talking to people on the street or through referrals. But even talking to someone on the street, they would immediately invite you to their house. Yes, come to my house. And then when you go to their house, they have, no matter how rich or poor they are, they always have something for you. They like very hospitable, very charitable people, and very giving. I love the word for, and it doesn't really translate into English, but it's hurasirel, and it's basically like guest loving. And so that's what they do. They like invite you in, and they're like, be loved by us, I guess. So I just love it. And they just, even if they don't want anything to do with you or with the message, they still will accept you. And yes, I learned a lot from them about love and about what it means to be a Christian. Family is very important to them. I don't know, everything in their life is centered around their family. After they get married, a lot of times the son and daughter-in-law will go back and live with their parents, and then they'll just like raise their family there with the grandparents. And even if there are still brothers and sisters at home, like the family's just there and together. And yeah, which, like, who doesn't love their family? Who doesn't want to be with them forever? You know, and they really love their families. And even without the gospel, they already believe that they can be with their family forever. So it's neat, especially to feel, because they're so loving, that they like make you a part of the family. And suddenly you're not just a missionary, or you're not just some American there speaking their language, however great or terrible you may be speaking, but you become a part of their family, and you feel just how great their love is.